I was in the Army during all this, so I don't know what happened after that. I was in the Army for 3 years, and when I came home, Dad and Mom was living next door to Grandma Swango, and I got a job in Indianapolis, so I wasn't around too much. But I do know that they decided to go back to Arizona, and they went back to a town called Congress Junction. So after a few months, Virgil, Mom's brother, and I decided we would go out and see him. So we went out and they were living in a little one-room cabin there in Congress Junction. Well, Dad was tickled to death to see us because he wanted a pan for gold, and we did that for a while, and then he decided that there wasn't any reason to pay rent on cabins. Up at the gold mine was a whole bunch of houses up there was empty. So we just drove up there and moved into one of them. Didn't ask anybody or get permission or anything. We just moved into one of those houses. And that's some of the pictures I'm sure you've seen where Dad had a goat and chickens and up in the gold mine up there. But anyway, being the great talker that he was, he'd heard this story about a baker that worked there at the mine, and the guy related the story. Said the guy didn't trust banks, and the only money he would take was gold for his bread. And he said when he died, he was trying to get to his money, and he showed us just exactly where the guy was laying inside this bakery. So we went for it, and we started digging, and we found a $3 expedition, Lewis and Clark expedition coin made into a bracelet. And we found one gold nugget inside a shotgun shell, and several little nuggets. And then the pack rats had got into this money, and they had scattered it. His burial place was in the hearth of the bakery. So we started tracking back through the rats tunnel, and we started finding $5 gold pieces, and we found $35 $5 gold pieces until we hit a solid wall, and we couldn't go any further. But I always believed that there was a lot more money there if we could have made it. But it was about 120 in the shade, and we just couldn't dig anymore. So anyway, we came home, and I don't know if you remember or not when we came home, but we stopped at your house there in Washington, and showed your dad the coins that we'd found, and I never was really sure that he ever believed our story. But anyway, we moved back to the river. We went to the river down at the shoals at the river and got a cabin, and we stayed down there. Dad drove back and forth to Olytic Stone Mill work, and I was studying electronics through the VA system. From there, I'm a little bit fuzzy what happened next, but I don't think I was living with him anymore from that point. I think Vera and I got married, and and sometime or another he he bought the house down by the fish hatchery there in Avoca, and that's where he was living. I'm sure you remember being down there in the fish hatchery. But anyway, that's where he was living when he died, and that's about all I have to say. There's probably a lot that I've left out, but for right now. Another thing that might be of interest, when we lived in Woodland Hills, we would go over to Santa Monica and get on a boat with about 30 other people and go deep sea fishing. And there was a $50 prize for the heaviest fish caught. And Dad caught a pretty good sized fish, but I looked around and I seen one that was bigger, but I seen Dad putting lead sinkers into this mouth of this fish so it would weigh more. And I thought, if we get caught, they'll throw us both overboard. But anyway, he didn't win.